Suzy and Friends.
With Suzy Cato.
Kia ora e hoa. Hello, my friend. I'm Suzy Cato.
Hi, I'm Trevor.
Welcome to
Suzy and Friends.
Yes, Suzy and Friends is the podcast for Kiwi kids, and it stars Kiwi kids. More about this week's young stars in a minute, but first, what do we do, Trevor?
We do a brain teaser, and this week's brain teaser was sent in by Callum from Christchurch.
Kia ora, Callum. And yes, here it is. What has to be broken before you can use it?
What has to be broken before you can use it? Maybe it's something you have to break into?
Ooh.
Ooh, what does ooh mean? Am I getting close?
Yes.
Okay, is it a block of chocolate? You have to break that up into squares.
No, but I'll give you a clue. It is food.
Mashed potato?
No, the answer is an egg.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense now.
Well done though, Trevor. How did you do? Did you get it right? It was tough, so if you got it, great. And if not, you gave it a go and you exercised your brain. Congratulations. Well, thanks to Callum for sending that brain teaser in.
Coming soon on Suzy and Friends in a podcast, another little yellow digger adventure told by author Peter Gilderdale. There are fun facts about geese.
Honk, honk.
And Diana talks about the book Go, Girl, Go.
I've got cool te kōrero. There are jokes from kids just like you. And Lilith reads her story about doing cross-country at school. But now it's time to play What's That Sound? He aha tērā tangi.
Okay, so listen carefully to the sound I'm going to play and see if you can guess what it is. Here we go. What's that sound? Here it comes again.
What is that sound? This is our world-famous in New Zealand game. The game with no prize. But you do get to give yourself a pat on the back if you get it right. Well, we'll play it again soon and we'll give you a clue. And at the end of Suzy and Friends, we'll give you the answer.
Right now, though, it is Ash, Manu and Megan with a triple treat of jokes.
What's the difference between a jeweler and a jailer?
Ooh, I don't know. What's the difference between a jeweler and a jailer?
One sells watches and the other watches sells. 2 sausages in a pan. The one said, "Gee, it's hot in here." And the other one said, "A talking sausage." Why did the chicken cross the playground?
Why did the chicken cross the playground?
He wanted to get to the other slide.
You're listening to Suzy and Friends with Suzy Cato.
All very good jokes, kids. Thanks, Ash, Manu and Megan. I especially love that sausage joke from Manu, but, like I say, they're all awesome.
This is Suzy and Friends in a podcast with Suzy Cato and Trevor. Time for some random fun facts, and today they're about geese.
Fun facts. Fun facts. Fun facts.
Fun fact 1. There are lots of different kinds of geese, and they live all over the world. The places they like best are fields, parks, and grassy areas near water. Fun fact 2. Geese are related to ducks and swans, but they're easy to tell apart. Geese are bigger than ducks, and geese don't have the long necks that swans have. Also, geese don't quack or chirp. They honk. Fun fact 3. One of the coolest things about geese is the way they fly as a group. When there's a big group, they fly in a V shape, with one goose at the front and the others behind sloping outwards. It's really clever because it means the geese don't have to flap their wings so hard. So in their V-shaped group, they can travel further and use less energy. When the lead goose gets a bit tired, another goose takes a turn at leading. Very clever geese.
Thank you, Suzy. Hey, Suzy.
Yes, Trevor?
I've got a joke.
Oh, go on then.
What do you call a goose that's a giant?
I don't know. What do you call a goose that's a giant?
Humongous.
Honk. That would be a really big honk. Soon Diana talks about the book Go Girl Go, but first, another Little Yellow Digger story read by Peter Gilderdale.
The Little Yellow Digger Goes to School by Betty Gilderdale. The Little Yellow Digger was coming to our school. The principal had asked it to dig a swimming pool. It clattered through the playground. It came at morning tea. The driver smiled, "Good morning," as we ran around to see. The bell was ringing loudly. We had to go to class. The digger chugged across the field to dig beneath the grass. We crowded round the windows to see what we could see as it began to make a hole where the pool would be. Our principal went out to look. His name was Mr. Lane. But then the digger hit a pipe and burst the water main. A fountain spurted upwards. It was a water spout. Then it cascaded downwards. The driver yelled, "Look out!" Poor Mr. Lane was knocked down flat and soaking wet right through. "Look what you've done," he shouted. "Whatever can we do?" The water went on gushing with a swooshing, swishing sound. It quickly made great puddles on the muddy football ground. Just then another teacher rushed out to lend a hand. He slipped and slithered on the mud. He couldn't even stand. The office phoned the council. "Come quickly as you can." It wasn't very long before they sent a helpful man. He stopped the gushing fountain once the hydrant had been found, but said there'd be no water in the buildings all around. "The bathrooms will be out of use," said worried Mr. Lane. "I know. We'll picnic on the beach until they've fixed the main." Just then the council truck arrived. The men unpacked their load. But we'd fetched hats and lunches and were marching down the road. Then while we picnicked on the beach, the digger worked again to help the council workmen repair the broken main. When we returned at 3 o'clock, the water was back on. The digger was still working. The men and truck had gone. Now every time we have a swim in our new swimming pool, we remember how the digger had visited our school. The unexpected picnic, muddy Mr. Lane. We do so hope the digger will come to school again.
This is Suzy and Friends.
With Suzy Cato.
The Little Yellow Digger Goes to School. You know, I think that's my favourite Little Yellow Digger story. I wonder which one is your favourite?
Maybe it's the one about the dinosaur bones, or the zoo one, or the one about the big ship, or maybe it's another one. Hey, are you ready to tune in your taringa, your ears? I hope so, because it's time to give you another go at our competition with no prize. What's that sound? Ooh, what's that sound? He aha te rā tangi. Here's a clue. It's used to clean something, okay? It's used to clean something.
And we'll give you another try and the answer at the end of Suzy and Friends today. What have we got now? Oh yes, here's a kid just like you talking about a book they read recently.
Hi, my name is Diana and today I'm reviewing the book called Go Girl Go. It's written and illustrated by Bex Bartels. The book is about little girls trying to achieve their careers. There are 15 stories, and in each of the stories, Bex shows when they were young and when they've grown up. My favourite story is Linda the fashion designer because she uses old curtains and rags to make very nice clothes. I really like the illustrations because they're very detailed and they're fun to look at. I think the message to the story is to never give up and keep trying. I think it would inspire little kids to always keep dreaming and try their best to achieve their goals. I think kids up to the age of 10 would like this story. I feel inspired by this book because they tell you that if you keep on trying, then you can succeed at anything. It's written and illustrated by Bex Bartels. Go girl go, and I hope this inspired you. I'm Diana, goodbye.
Thanks, Diana. Great job. Ka pai tō mahi. This is Suzy and Friends with Suzy, Cato and Trevor. Now, cool to kōrero.
And today we're learning to say see you tomorrow in te reo Māori. It's a pretty useful thing to know because quite often we might be leaving school for the day or leaving a play date and you might be seeing that person again the next day. Okay? Are you ready? Here it is. Ka kite a pōpō. See you tomorrow. Listen again before you try it. Ka kite a pōpō. Now let's say it one word at a time. Say it after me. Ka kite a pōpō. Now put it all together. I'll say it first, then you have a turn. Ka kite a pōpō. Very good, tēnō pai.
Thanks, Suzy. More cool to kōrero next time on Suzy and Friends. Now, soon we'll have the answer to today's What's That Sound? But first, here is Lilith reading a story she wrote about doing cross-country at school. Do you know what cross-country is? It's like a long running race.
Hi, my name is Lilith. I'm going to read to you my cross-country story. When we did cross-country, I was sleepy and I was delighted because I had never went to cross-country. After the race, I was exhausted and it was fun.
Awesome job, Lilith. Cross-country is cool fun. If you love running, maybe you should give it a try. Lots of schools do cross-country all across the country. Like most things, it takes practice and it takes a while to get fit and get good at it, but it is so worth it.
Here's your chance now to play our game with no prize. What's that sound? Here it is. Okay, remember the clue? The clue was it's used for cleaning. So, what's that sound?
He aha te rātangi. What's that sound? And the answer is a vacuum cleaner. If you got the answer right, well done. You're a genius. And we'll give you another chance for you to play What's That Sound next time on Suzy and Friends. It's time to head off now though, and before we do, thanks Ash, Manu and Megan for the jokes and to Peter Gilderdale for reading The Little Yellow Digger Goes to School.
Thanks Callum for the brain teaser about the egg. And also to Diana for talking about the book Go Girl Go. Who else? Oh, Lilith, thank you to you for reading your story about cross-country.
Thank you, New Zealand On Air. Thanks, RNZ, especially Brianna, Jamie, Steve, Tim and Tim, Phil and Duncan. And a big thank you to you for joining us for Suzy and Friends.
Hey, if you have a joke or a brain teaser you'd like to share with us, email suzy@suzy.co.nz. Our website, if you'd like to have a look at that, suzy.co.nz.
Next time on the Suzy and Friends podcast, an unexpected visitor, a whistly musical instrument, and another Little Yellow Digger story.
Ka kite.
Goodbye, my friend. Ka kite.
This is Suzy and Friends.
With Suzy Cato.